Okay, this is officially my study video. Currently working on Comp 1 for National Board. So if I go over the standards, so I can review for test day. Okay, standard 1, knowledge of learners. Teachers draw on their relationships with students as well as their knowledge of literacy and child development to acquire knowledge of their students as intellectual, social, emotional, cultural, and language learners. Standard 1. Standard 2. Equity, fairness, and diversity. Teachers practice equity and fairness. They value diversity and diverse perspectives. They teach all students to know and respect themselves and others and to use literacy practices to promote social justice. Standard 3, learning and environment. Teachers establish a caring, supportive, inclusive, challenging, democratic, and safe learning community in which students take intellectual, social, and emotional risks while working both independently and collaboratively. Standard 4, instruction, planning for learning. Teachers employ rich instructional resources and provide instruction that is tailored to the unique needs of students in order to foster inquiry, facilitate learning, and build strategic independent thinkers who understand the power of language. Standard 5, assessment. Teachers use a range of ongoing formal and informal assessment methods and strategies to gather data in order to share and drive instructional decisions, monitor individual student progress, guide student self-assessment, gather information to communicate to various audiences, and engage in ongoing reflection. Standard 6. Reading. Teachers use their knowledge of the reading process of their students and the dynamic connections within other language arts to create effective instruction so that all readers construct meaning and develop an enduring appreciation for reading. Standard 7, writing. Teachers use their knowledge of writing processes, language acquisition, writing development, and ongoing assessment to provide authentic and relevant instruction that prepares students to write for a variety of purposes and audiences. Standard 8, listening and speaking. Teachers know, value, and teach oral language development, listening, and both verbal and nonverbal communication skills as essential components of literacy, and they provide opportunities for all students to listen and speak for a variety of purposes and audiences. Standard 9, viewing and visual literacy. Teachers know, value, and teach viewing and visual literacy as essential components of literacy instruction in order to prepare students to interpret and interact with an increasingly visual world. Standard 10, literacy across the curriculum. Teachers understand the reciprocal and interrelated nature of the literacy process of reading, writing, listening, speaking, and viewing, and engage students in language arts processes in all disciplines. Standard 11, teacher as learner and reflective practitioner. Teachers seek to improve their knowledge and practice through a recursive process of learning and reflecting. Standard 12, collaboration with families and communities. Teachers develop positive and mutually supportive relationships with family and community members to achieve common goals for the literacy education of all students. Standard 13, professional responsibility. Teachers actively contribute to the improvement of literacy teaching and learning and to the advancement of literacy knowledge and practice for the profession. So those are all 13 standards that I will be repeating and reciting and practicing so that I can learn them and repeat them for the test. So I came up with a mnemonic. It's I, Elva, RW's literacy superfamily is powerful. To remember the order. So it's I, ELVA, RW, SLS, FIP. I, Elva, RW's literacy superfamily is powerful. Okay, so let's see. Standard number 1. We're looking at the student as an individual learner. So, know each student as a social, emotional, and intellectual and cultural learner. And standard 2, equity and fairness. Champion equity, fairness, and respect for diversity in literacy instruction. Standard 3, learning environment. Create a safe, supportive environment and engaging space for literacy learning. Standard 4, literacy assessment. Use varied and appropriate assessments to guide instruction. Standard 5, instructional design. Design coherent literacy instruction with purposeful goals and supports. Standard 6, reading. Understand and teach reading processes and strategies across developmental stages. Standard 7, writing. Guide students to become purposeful, independent writers across genres. Standard 8, listening. Develop students' listening skills to comprehend, evaluate, and collaborate. Standard 9, speaking. Help students express themselves clearly. And standard 10, viewing. Foster students' ability to analyze and interpret visual media and digital text. Standard 11, integration. Standard 11. Standard 11. Let's see. Standard 11. Teacher as learner and reflective practitioner. Integrate reading, writing, speaking, listening across disciplines. Collaboration with families, standard 12. Collaboration with families. Collaborate with families and communities to support literacy development. Standard 13. Professional learning, which is professional responsibility, reflect and grow through ongoing literacy and professional development. So, there is one that wasn't clear. There was listening and speaking got mixed up. So listening and speaking develop students' listening skills to comprehend and evaluate and collaborate. Help students express themselves clearly. And then viewing was foster students' ability to analyze and interpret visual media and digital text. And then learning across the curriculum was to integrate reading, writing, speaking, listening, and viewing across disciplines. And then I didn't have teacher as a reflective learner, which you seek to improve your knowledge and practice through recursive processes of learning and reflecting. And then families and communities, collaborate with families and communities to support literacy development. And then professional learning, reflect and grow through ongoing literacy development. So 13 and 11 kind of definitely go hand in hand, because teacher as a learner and reflective practitioner, teachers seek to improve their knowledge and practice through a recursive process of learning and reflecting. So that's as you're implementing the curriculum or your instruction. And then for professional responsibility, it is my duty as an accomplished teacher to actively contribute to the improvement of literacy teaching and learning and the advancement of literacy knowledge and practice for the profession. So as I'm actively contributing to the improvement of literacy teaching in my reflective part, I'm looking to improve my knowledge and practice through the process of learning and reflecting. And then in professional responsibility, I am actively contributing to the improvement of literacy teaching and learning and to the advancement of literacy knowledge and practice for the profession. So those are all the professional developments and symposiums that I've gone through for over the past maybe 2.5 years that are ensconced in the science of reading, the reading rope, the writing rope, and all the different theoretical models that are encompassed in not only the science of reading, but how children learn to read. So I have to look at this IELVA RW's Literacy Superfamily is powerful to make sure that I've got everything included, actually. But this is a great start. And so I will keep practicing, going over the standards and reviewing and getting ready for the big day. Woohoo! I'm excited. Stay tuned.